I'm here at the Salerno, Italy waterfront, and I was just checking on ferry tickets for Positano for tomorrow, and they said no, come tomorrow morning, because the weather was really bad earlier today, and so they ended up canceling all the ferries. I figured that as much, so I planned to wait till tomorrow, and then I know that the weather's gonna be better tomorrow, but it's not gonna be perfect, and so tomorrow, but they're saying wait until tomorrow morning because they might not be going tomorrow. So that would be very disappointing, since that was a key point of this stop heading to Positano. But we'll see in the morning. I think the weather's going to be better, and I think that the ferries will be going. But if they're not, I will find another way. So, but there is a Princess cruise ship in dock. Here's some of the architecture along the sea. It's very much, well, I say it reminds me of the south of France, but I haven't been to the south of France. I've only seen it in movies, but that's the kind of vibe I get here. These many pre-war, some ancient buildings that are right at the seashore. And Salerno is, I guess, a smaller port. Naples, which is about an hour north of here, is the big port in the area. But as you can see, there is a cruise ship out there, and so I did know that cruise ships stopped here and ferries depart from here as well. So they've got this, I think you may even be able to get a ferry to Tunisia in Africa from here. So this is, yeah, so they've got the waterfront, and then it's also like a park with palm trees and other types of trees. Just show you the diversity of the landscape here. And then of course the sea. Maybe we'll get a nice sunset tonight. The sunset last night wasn't too much. It was beautiful out there, but it was very, very cloudy. You only saw snippets of the sun. But I'm sure when the weather is nicer, there are many spectacular sunsets here in Salerno. I'm here at the end of the season, pretty much. The second half of October is pretty much the end of the season. I think from November to March, it's very quiet here, and then it picks up again in April. But it's good because the crowds aren't large, and the prices are reasonable. And my understanding is that this is a very, very popular area during the summer months, and even into early fall in September. But so over here is where I hope, actually over there is where I hope to catch the ferry to Positano tomorrow, and God willing, we'll have better weather. I think we will in the morning. So I'm back closer to the north side of the waterfront here in Salerno. I see that there's a ferry going out that way. And I'm probably going to look up alternate ferry companies. I actually know the website of the other ferry company I just visited. It's called Travelmar. And I did notice that they have notices on their homepage that will tell you the status of their service. So I'll look at that in the morning. I'll also research other ferries, because over where the cruise port is, there are other ferries that operate that go where I'd like to go. There are also trains and there are buses. So that'll give me something to keep me busy this evening a little bit. Do a little research on the other options just in case. But I was hoping for a ferry ride, but I'll go with whatever works the best for the weather conditions tomorrow. Here comes the polizia. This is the polizia. It's funny, almost everywhere I walk, in places that I don't expect there to be cars, I will turn around and there'll be a car right behind me. And that polizia car was behind me when I was filming a little earlier, and it surprised me because it came very close to where I was standing. And that's something that's been happening here in Salerno. I've been walking and all of a sudden a car will appear really quickly from around a corner, and cars usually seem not to care that there's someone in the road. I don't know if vehicular murder is legal here in Italy, but my past experiences have been that the driving is pretty crazy between the tiny cars, little Fiats zipping around, and the scooters. So there's that Princess cruise ship. So I didn't walk this part to the north side of the port yesterday, so that's what I'm gonna do this afternoon for a little bit, and then see where the day takes me. I found a park. Ooh, looks like a very old clock or something. This is the old town. Giardino della Minerva. Oh yeah, that's something that I saw. Giardino della Minerva is something that I saw, I think, on Google Maps. I thought this might be it, but I guess it's not, because there's a sign pointing away. Giovanni Cuomo. There's a statue, 1874 to 1948. So he lived to be 73 or 74, depending on when, in 48. I saw the name Cuomo on a street earlier, so there must be important folk in these parts. And this park is very close to the waterfront, just about a block or so past the where I was walking earlier, and it's very quiet, and it just looks like a nice little park. It seems pretty quiet, so I'm going to continue because I was looking to go back up this way into the heart of the old town, and let's see if I can find that other garden, which I wasn't thinking about earlier because it was raining so much. But now, oh, I love this clock tower here. But now it's not raining. It may start again. It's one of those days where it rained a lot and then it stopped, but it feels like it's threatening to again. This clock tower is amazing. Ancient, and that particular clock is it right? It's actually right. That clock is correct. I don't know why I expect some of these clocks to not be correct, but like on these really old buildings, they have these clocks and they tend to be correct. You have something maybe official. It has the EU flag and the Italian flag. But this here, I'm gonna stop and take a picture of. It's very, very nice. Very ancient.